Hey, you guys, welcome in, welcome in. I am Head.Lioness. We are about to get into a late night collective message. What's good, family? I hope y'all day is good. Why does my screen keep going dark? What the hell is happening? Hey, Bianca, my screen keep going dark for some reason. I'm on time, girl, right on time, because I ain't even said shit. Hey. What the hell is happening? Hey, Kimberly. All right, now, let me get my head and shit right. Hey, Valencia. I don't know why my screen... Y'all see, every time I switch the lens around, so that way y'all could see the cards, I get the looking lopsided. Hey, y'all. Good evening, everybody. It's Monday. Happy Monday, you guys. I hope you guys are doing well. Thank you, Money. I'm trying to get it to sit right. Thank you, Code Red, for that heart me. Welcome in, you guys. I hope y'all feeling good. Hopefully, you know, the day has been going in your favor. Hello, Miss Kathy. I'm doing good, babe. How are you? Hey, Tiffany. Happy Monday. Hey, the family 23. Hey, y'all. Okay, you guys, somebody is wanting to reunite with you. I hope we don't go into that direction. That's good, babe. But that's, you know, that's a thing for somebody. Because that song, Reunited, and it feels so good, just popped up randomly. Like literally like maybe 20-30 minutes ago. I'm like, what the hell? Who is this? Okay. Hey. We're gonna get into the energy. We're gonna see just text you tonight. Look now, girl. These fools is crazy. Somebody's still not over it. Okay, but we're gonna get into the energy, you guys. We're going to thank you so much for the roses and heart me's, y'all. We're gonna see who's showing up in your energy, what you need to know. We're going to see what's going on with them, what's going on with you, give clarity, maybe about something that could have already taken place. Y'all, I'm not feeling it. Hold on, because what the fuck? Okay, something could have already taken place. Something could be about to take place, whatever the case is. Hey, Brittany, we're going to give some clarity. Hey, Shay. All right, thank y'all so much for the heart me's. All right, Holy Spirit, let's give clarity. Welcome in, you guys. If you missed the collective message that we did this rising, don't worry. It is up, so you can go and check it out. The thumbnail for that is in my story. Hey. Thank you so much. Thank y'all so much. Hello. Hey, you guys. Welcome in, y'all. All right, Holy Spirit. Somebody is definitely dodging some, you know, growth, some type of, hey, love, somebody's definitely dodging some type of lesson or something like that, or making some type of shift in their behavior. You know, they're dodging that shit. Like, they would rather not come out of their comfort zone. Happy Monday, you guys. It's 9:43 p.m. where I'm at. I'm in Atlanta, Georgia. It's 9:43. So good evening, you guys. I know y'all all over the place. What's the message here for the collective? Okay. Manifest and sleep. I'm not going to take both of these. And look, this still not over it. And manifest and sleep. Oh, you guys are all over the place. All right. Manifest and sleep. And you know what's so crazy, y'all, is when I first grabbed it, manifest and sleep was in reverse. Hey, you guys, welcome in, y'all. Okay, somebody is not able to get sleep because they're not over some type of situation or something like that. Oh, shit. Thank y'all so much. Thank you, Keiki. Thank you, Mimi. Thank y'all so much. You in Sacramento, New Jersey, y'all all over the place. We just getting started, girl. You ain't missed too much of nothing. Like, these my first 2 cards, and I might not even keep them. Thank y'all so much. Thank you for those lioness tribes and helping me to y'all sending in the live goal and all of that stuff. I appreciate it. Somebody is not over something, y'all. I'm telling you, it's some type of looping thoughts. Yeah. I haven't even really got into anything, you guys. is some type of looping thoughts or something like that somebody can't get over. There could also be some type of feelings of regret. Somebody hugging their goddamn pillow tight at night could be missing you. There's some type of feeling, you know, there's some type of feeling of regret, like maybe something could have happened. Whatever it is, somebody is not able to sleep. Not our fucking problem, Miss Kathy. You got that right. Okay. Somebody can't sleep though. It says spiritual fatigue, wishful thinking, burnout nap. Somebody can't sleep because they're not able to process some type of situation. They're in regret. I also just heard guilt could be eating somebody alive. And this could be that same person that refused to do the work that they needed to do so that way they could grow. This could have been somebody that refused to come outside of their comfort zone and do something different. And they could be in regret because for somebody here, this person could have thought you was going to stick around and allow for them to keep you stagnant in some type of way. And that just wasn't the case. Give me just one at a time for the collective. What's the most important thing the collective need to know? What's this energy about? What's the message? Y'all. Hey, Deanna. Why would it come out, y'all? Of course it's going to come out. Dodging growth like it's homework. Somebody is not, they were scared to make the changes that they need to make to be a better version of themselves, to ascend. Okay, they didn't want to leave their comfort zone. And this could have somebody in a space of regret. They could have thought that this shit was sweet. They could have thought that the shit was sweet, or that this was like they was going to be able to continue to be childish in some type of way. Somebody didn't prioritize the things that they needed to, that was most important for them to be able to continue moving forward with you. And somebody could be in regret now, not able to sleep, because it could be the idea, right? It could be the idea like haunting them, like, damn, I really had the opportunity to make better choices and I deliberately chose not to. I went out of my way to restrict myself. You know what I'm saying? Thank y'all so much for all the roses and stuff, y'all. I appreciate it so much. Hey, Fee. Hey, you guys. Welcome in, y'all. Somebody could be haunted by their decisions. Tell me more. Give me one at a time. Okay. Open third eye, saw email. But it came out in reverse. I'm like, give me one. They're like, all right, here you go now. Okay. Open third eye, saw email. Somebody didn't see some shit. Their third eye was blocked. It was closed. Somebody was not, they could have refused to maybe go through some type of rebirth. They could have been stalling out. Digital interference, inner conflict. Somebody definitely could be burning some candles. There's some type of message that somebody didn't receive. Or maybe they didn't get it on time or something like that. Heavy emphasis on this, because this came out in reverse. Are we taking these in reverse? Okay, maybe not. So we're not taking any of these in reverse. Okay. But we're going to just make sure that we note, let the record state, okay, that this came out in reverse. Somebody could have definitely missed some type of notification or something like that. I feel inclined to, do we take them in reverse tonight? Come on, give me one. Yes, okay. All right, so we can keep it in reverse because I just felt the need to flip it. Okay. Somebody didn't get some type of notice or something like that. Somebody didn't see it. They weren't able to see it. They refused to grow. They refused to come out of their comfort zone, maybe to even be able to recognize some shit that was right in front of their face. Because if you look at this, y'all, hey, you guys, this is like right in front of his face. Somebody could have been distracted by electronics, you know, or maybe something that was going on online or something like that. Some type of outside interference could have been blocking somebody from seeing some type of download or receiving some type of sign or synchronicity or something like that that was big as fucking day right in their face. And this could have been somebody who was, maybe it was easier for them to act like they didn't see it. Because if they, because you know, and I just reposted something like this is crazy, because when she said it, it reminded me of something. It's this woman who posted something, and she said basically something along the lines of the fear of being seen or some shit like that. But when I make mention of this, it's like when sometimes it's easier for people to act like they didn't recognize it, they didn't know, because once you recognize it and you know, you are held accountable for making the changes that you need to make. There is no more excuses that you can use, and especially you can't continue to use the excuse of I was unaware. So this could be somebody who was going out of their way to not see some type of changes within them that they needed to make. Okay, this could be somebody who could have kept themselves occupied with so many different other things to the point where the shit that was most important and that was right in their face, they couldn't see it. But this could have been intentionally done because somebody didn't want to come out of their comfort zone. That's just equivalent to, like, you know, somebody like, damn, I got that assignment to do and it's hard. I don't even want to look at it. I know I got to do that homework, but it's so fucking hard. I don't even want to look at it. I'm going to just procrastinate. I'm going to drag my feet. I'm going to wait till the last minute. I'll get to it. And then before you know it, it's the night before and your ass cramming trying to submit that shit before midnight or some shit like that. But I just feel like somebody could have just like completely ignored all of the opportunities to take heed to maybe even some type of warning. Somebody could have got a warning and it could have been clear as day. Tell me more. Hey, Miss Blacklisted. Hey, you guys. Give me more. Now somebody over there laughing through the pain. Trying to disguise the pain, even though they up can't even fucking sleep. Hey, Enlightened, they up can't sleep because they're in the loop about what they did, what they didn't do. Could be cracking jokes and shit like that whole time. This motherfucker sad as hell. Sad as hell. Something that this person, that could have been toxic for this person, they could be, it could not be, like maybe it was fulfilling at one point, like some type of toxic behavior or something like that this person could have not wanted to let go of. That could be why they refused to do the work with you or for y'all union or something like that. That shit could not be fulfilling to them anymore. They could be feeling like a stranger in that environment or with that person or with that situation or something like that. Like they could not be fulfilled or attracted to it or attached to it the way that they used to be or something like that. Some type of toxic, maybe self-destructing behavior. All right. Oh my God. Somebody, all right, let's get a little bit more clarity out here. Somebody want to reunite for sure. Tell me about this. Wow, just give me a little bit more clarity. Exactly. Everybody got the choices. Everybody got free will. And you know what's so crazy, you guys, is I literally was just having a conversation about that today. Like, when you know that you're gonna do some foul shit, there is no crying when the consequences hit, you know, especially if you went in and blankly did some shit that you knew you weren't supposed to do. Like, I'm not that type of person that gives a fuck. Like I'm not that type of person that is gonna hold your hand. Like, okay, I told you if you touch the stove, you gonna burn yourself. I turn my back and you touch the fucking stove and you burn yourself. Okay, you're crying. I'm going to bandage your hand up. I'm gonna help you bandage your hand up. But I'm not gonna baby you and coddle you, pacify you. Because I warned you, because I told you. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what the fuck did you think was going to happen? And that's just an example. You got grown-ass adults who know that they're wrong, who know the shit that they're doing, they should not be doing. And then when the consequences hit, like, oh shit, you lost a good person. And they do not fuck with you no more. Your ass is going to jail because you did fraud. You broke the law. Like, what do you expect somebody to be? Like, enablers will do it. But people like real recognize real. People that's really, that got integrity and morals and shit like that, is not going to coddle you and pacify you when you knew you was doing some shit that you shouldn't have been doing. You know what I'm saying? And so this could be somebody who could have thought like maybe they had time to play around or something like that. They had time to procrastinate and push off some type of work or something like that. You could have somebody, you know, that is really about to be on some bugaboo shit when it comes to trying to have some type of new beginning with you. And this could be somebody when at the opportunity, when they initially had the opportunity and you could have been in their corner, willing to help them through their rebirth, their shift, or whatever that is, they could have been like, I'm not fucking budging. I am how I am. I'm not changing. Accept me for who I am. You're trying to control me. You're trying to do this, that, and the third. That could have definitely been a thing. And who the hell is finna beg a grown-ass adult to do some shit that they know they need to be doing? It's like, how the fuck do I want better for you than you want for yourself? Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Tell me about this dodging growth like it's homework. That's crazy. Thank y'all so much for the Lioness tribes. Give me one for this. What's this dodging growth like it's homework? This person was fearful of change. They didn't want to come out of their comfort zone. Somebody could have thought that some shit was not going to change. Like that there was no reason to change. Maybe if it hadn't changed in the past, maybe it's been this way for a very long time. And I mean, I've got this far like this. Like, why do I need to change? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But it could have been really fucked up. Give me more. Intimacy is always coming out, y'all, whether it's in the upright or whether it's in reverse. Intimacy is out in reverse, and we already got permission to take them in reverse tonight, so I'm gonna keep it in reverse. It's something about mutual respect, unity, and closeness. So somebody refused to come outside of some type of fucked up ways when it came to maybe respecting you the way that you deserve to be respected, or maybe reciprocate the same, you know, love and respect that you was given to them. Somebody could have been scared to do what they needed to do to show up as a supportive spouse in some type of way. This could have also been somebody who could have been like an avoidant or had some type of avoidant attachment style, or not even avoidant attachment style, but it could be on some shit where it's like, this could be an avoidant, maybe runner energy or something like that, where somebody could have been hot and cold with you or something like that. Tell me more. This was somebody that found it hard or difficult to show you the same respect that you were showing them. Damn. This could have been somebody, oh my goodness, because with this closeness out here and unity and all of this intimacy, this is somebody who didn't want to show up emotionally vulnerable like how you were showing up. It would have taken them too far out of their comfort zone. This could definitely be an avoidant, but could be an avoidant that could not want to let you go or something like that. Tell me more about this. Tell me more about this open third eye and then saw email. Somebody's third eye is not open. That shit, that damn, it's calcified. Goddamn. Tell me more about this. Hey, hey. Trying to hold on to the energy. Give me this right here. What's this that they refuse to see? Oh, my God. Thank y'all so much. Somebody needs to cut off some type of tantric intimacy. Now, you guys, this could be what's blocking somebody. Somebody could be caught. I just heard sexcapades. What the fuck? Somebody could be involved in some really kinky ass things, y'all. And this could be blocking them. This could be blocking this person. Y'all know how they say, and I'm going to just give this example the best way that I can. Y'all know how they say it's harmful. It's harmful to watch so much corn. It's harmful to watch so much corn because it kind, when you are involved in the real act, it kind of like distorts your expectation in some type of way. That's not all about vulnerability. It's not only about vulnerability. It's not. You can look at it another way as well. This could be somebody that could have been caught up in some type of ritualistic, experiences or something like that. You know what I'm saying? It's an energy exchange, and you can look at it. You're vulnerable, all right. You're allowing yourself to be a part of the experience, but it's the reasoning behind it and what you're looking to gain. And somebody could have been caught up in some freaky shit now. Hey. Somebody could have been caught up in some type of freaky shit, and it could have been like blocking them. And that was the reason why I was like, if this is somebody that was hypersexual, even if this could be somebody who started being intimate at a very young age. You know what I'm saying? And it's just one of them things where you become numb to it. You become numb to it. And that's what I was saying about the corn. Watching too much of it, you start expecting your partner to do all type of crazy ass things. And some people can do it. Some people can fulfill that fantasy. Some people can, do it. But that's not, I feel like this was blocking somebody. I don't know what the hell we finna get into, y'all. But we just seen last night somebody could be involved in some type of sex cult. Hey, Tasha. We just seen last night somebody could be caught up in some type of sex cult. And these ways that they got about themselves, they could have opened themselves up to some type of lifestyle or something like that. This could have been blocking this person from being able to show up and have some type of intimate, close connection with you. Hey. Thank y'all so much for your roses. This was blocking somebody. They needed to let this go. And then y'all look, this talks about digital interference. Somebody definitely could have been watching some shit online. Hey, somebody definitely could have been watching a lot online, maybe other people, other sessions that they've had with other people. I don't know, y'all. Somebody fucking third eyes blocked where they didn't see the message. They didn't get the sign that they needed to get when it came through. And now somebody is having to laugh through the pain. They having to disguise it. They can't get no sleep. They're in a mental prison, in a loop of regret. Somebody could have also opened themselves up to some type of freaky ass lifestyle or something like that. And they could have been consumed with that. And mind y'all, if I'm not mistaken, I don't know if I said it or maybe I was thinking, I did say it. I was like some type of toxic, situation that maybe was fulfilling somebody or something like that. It's not fulfilling this person anymore. With this tantric sex coming out in reverse, Okay, this could be somebody that now that they have realized, and like I said, it could be now that it's too late. They could be like, damn, I had the opportunity to do something different. I had the opportunity to change. I had the opportunity to stop being so fucking freaky. I had somebody that really wanted to show me real love. They had real respect for me. They really genuinely wanted to be connected to me. You know what I'm saying? Only thing I needed to do was step outside of my comfort zone, change the toxic behaviors or some shit like that. And they refused to do it. This could be exactly why somebody can't fucking sleep. And this shit right here could not be hitting because it came out in reverse, y'all. It could not be hidden. Somebody could be realizing that this has interfered with them receiving what they needed to receive when the damn download came in, when the message came in. Thank y'all so much. The sign was right there in their face. Give me one for this laughing through the pain. They opened themselves up to some shit that could have really shifted them in some type of way that they could have been complacent in that energy. They could have been, you know, comfortable in that freaky ass energy. Whoever they were in this, it could be more than one person that they were dealing with. Oh my God. Thank y'all so much. It could have been more than one person that they were dealing with. Like I said, we just seen last night, somebody could definitely be caught up in some type of sex code. And they could have two motherfucking crazies on their ass, whether masculine or feminine. We just saw that last night. Okay. And they're trying to escape. So I don't know what this person then got themselves caught in. Give me this laughing through the pain. Whatever it is, they're not happy. They're not happy. They could be cracking jokes, but ain't shit funny. They're burning inside. They're motherfucking burning inside. Y'all, look, he got a whole flame coming out his back. And he's crying. He's literally fucking crying, but got the mask like everything is okay. Motherfucker on fire. Somebody could be burning. That could be why this shit ain't fun no more. Somebody could literally be burning. Somebody's moon sign could be a fire sign. Somebody's moon sign could be a Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This could be somebody's moon sign. Tell me more. What's this person laughing through the pain about? They're disguising it. Bingo. Wow. Damn. Tell me more about this. Somebody didn't want to be kicked to the curb, y'all. Hey. Somebody didn't want to be kicked to the curb. That's what this says. You left. Uh-oh. If I can get this to focus. You left or you kicked this motherfucker out. She like, man, get the fuck off of me. You can clearly see she's saying, get the fuck on. Like, nah, get off of me. Let me grab my things. Let me get out of here or something like that. Somebody didn't want to get kicked to the curb. Somebody's having to laugh through this pain of the fact that they lost you. And okay. Suffering in silence. Disguising it. So this somebody that's still out there putting on some type of show, even though they know within themselves they're in a whole mental prison about you. Somebody is definitely obsessing over you, over some type of loss that they feel about you, regretting their decisions when it comes to you. Yeah, somebody is suffering because it's over. Somebody is suffering in silence because it's fucking over. Game is over. Game is over. Damn. Okay. And look. Okay, this is somebody's clingy ass ex. We already seen Bugaboo a minute ago. Somebody could be trying to cling on and hold on to a dead relationship, but Spirit is doubling down off rip that this shit is over. This shit is done. And this could have somebody really confused. Oh, wow. Thank you so much. Who is that? Tracy. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, Tracy. Somebody could be confused. Somebody could be like perplexed, not understanding. Somebody could have put you in some type of love affair, some type of third party situation. Again, look at this. Sex fix. Dirty little secret. You know what I'm saying? Somebody could definitely be like, okay, I'm telling you, I'll stop fucking with him. I'll stop fucking with her. You know what I'm saying? Hey, damn, hey, y'all. They could be confused while you still standing on business about this shit being over. They could be like, wait a minute. I thought that would be enough. Somebody got a whole third party that they shouldn't have been dealing with that's watching with envy. Somebody got a whole third party that they shouldn't have been dealing with that's watching you, maybe even this person, with some type of envy. Somebody's confused. All right, I guess we finna get into it. Damn. All right. Hey, you guys. What's this about? What was this growth that somebody could have like sex addictions or some type of shit like that, y'all. Or somebody could literally just be into some really kinky things where they created maybe some type of like bond. This could be a soul tie that was created or something like that. Like I said, it don't have to just be one person. Somebody could have caught themselves up with somebody that's into some kinky things, could have got them caught up in some kinky behaviors or something like that. And this shit could have been what was distracting them from being able to see that they needed to make the changes to be in a real solid commitment that was actually built off of love and respect. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I really got your best interest at heart. It's not just about how you fuck on me. You know what I'm saying? Tell me more about this. I feel like somebody's not enjoying that anymore. Tell me about this growth right here. What was this that somebody was stuck in? A good foundation for sure. Tell me more about this. What was this person like refusing? What was they refusing to leave behind? Or just give me clarity on this. I guess I'll figure out how I need to exit. The King of Cups is here. Somebody was supposed to be emotionally stable. Somebody was supposed to ground their energy, bring balance to themselves. Somebody was supposed to man up. Somebody was supposed to woman up. Be somebody that was a leader. Maybe even empathetic, like empathic. I'm sorry. Somebody was supposed to like, somebody could have like a whole distorted soulmate or something like that that was gifted in some sort of way, and their whole fucking third eye, intuition, everything could be blocked. This is somebody that was supposed to be more compassionate. This is somebody that was just supposed to balance out their emotions. Pisces and Aquarius could be significant. They were supposed to have control, self-control over themselves and their emotions, their desires, and things like that. Tell me more about this. Somebody was supposed to create a safe, loving environment. They were supposed to do their part to create a safe, loving environment. Tell me more about what this person was supposed to, what was this work that this person was supposed to do? Oh, thank you. What was this person supposed to do? Tell me more about this. They were supposed to be more balanced. They were supposed to fucking heal, y'all. They were supposed to heal. The Four of Swords is here. They were supposed to put some things to rest. They were supposed to put some type of situation. Libra could be significant. They were supposed to put something to rest. This could have been something that maybe this person, and you guys, for this card to say dodging growth like it's homework. This is somebody with this Four of Swords out here that knew that they had things they needed to address within themselves. They knew they had parts of themselves that they needed to heal. This could also be somebody that knew they needed to take some time to themselves to fucking heal. This could be somebody, y'all, that refuses to be alone. They could be scared of being alone. So this could be somebody that jumps from person to person to person to the point where you be like, damn, we split up and you already with somebody else, or damn, bro, you just broke up with collective. How you got a new woman already? You know what I'm saying? How long have this person been around? This could be somebody that always got them one in the cut, a fallback plan or something like that, because this could be somebody that does not like being by themselves, because when you're by yourself, you have to face yourself. And some people don't want to face themselves. It's easier to be, distracted by other people online, scrolling or other connections and things like that. It's easier to use that as an excuse. This is somebody who knew they needed to heal. It was some things that they needed to put to rest. And they could have been contemplating on this. They could have like some type of heartbreak or pain that this person could have went through for one reason or another. They could have needed to heal it, and they could have known that, like, okay, this, that, and the third happened to me, and this is why I'm a whorebag. So I'm just gonna choose to continue to be a whorebag, versus actually working through my emotions of what happened to me, balancing out my emotions and healing, putting that shit to rest. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to continue to choose to be a whoreback. It's easier to just stay in this toxic ass energy versus balancing it out, working on it. I done thought about it. Let me take some time to myself to actually put that shit to rest so that way I can move on in a more emotionally stable and balanced energy. This is somebody who refused to do that. This could be somebody who got their heart broke back in the day or some shit like that. And they could have been like, that is why I will never let people get close to me. Because of that, I will never let people get close to me. I'll never open up. I'll never, embrace people in this sort of manner. This could be exactly why they are in this energy and why they refuse to do this with you. This could be some type of past hurt or some shit like that this person refused to, like, actually work through. And, you need to chill. Like, put that shit to rest, man. Let it be. Tell me more about this Four of Swords here. What did they need to heal? What did they need to, they needed to recover from something. Tell me more about what they needed to heal and recover from. She said, baby, I ain't do it. The Strength is here, big Leo energy. Somebody needed to be strong. Or they could have had to, they could have needed to... Somebody had to be strong through something, some type of challenge, okay? And they could have made it through it, but they didn't really get over it. They could have just, like, smothered it. Like, they could have just, like, again, like how they're doing right now. Like, they could have just laughed through the pain. They could have just disguised the pain and shit like that and could have continued pursuing on, proceeding on as if nothing has happened and everything is all good, but they could have been hurt. Tell me more about this Strength here. What's this, what is this about? That somebody needed to recover from. They needed to be strong. They needed to be stronger than their pain or some type of, like, hurt or something like that. Tell me more. What did this person have to overcome? Let me just get one. Tell me more. What did this person have to overcome? Okay. It's something from their childhood, y'all. With the Six of Cups in reverse. And the Ten of Pentacles with another card just popped out. So this could be something that happened to them with their family or in their family, while they were a child. Okay, with this Six of Cups, and they could have had to be strong through some shit that maybe a child wasn't even supposed to be going through. You know what I'm saying? And this could have this person in this space of where maybe they, don't let people get close to them or something like that. This could be some shit where somebody needs to have a conversation maybe with somebody in their family, maybe a parental figure, a sibling, a aunt, a relative. Somebody did something to this damn person when they were a kid and they ain't been able to move on from that shit. Somebody could have mommy issues. Somebody could have daddy issues. And this could have been, and didn't we just see something like this the other night? Come through. We just saw something like this the other night, and I was saying this, and we didn't really even get into too much about this person. We mainly spoke about collective. You know what I'm saying? But like I said in that live, I was like, this could be somebody that y'all could have came from like similar backgrounds where maybe the home environments weren't as, you know, healthy in one way or another, but you chose to do the healing work. This person refused to do the work. You know what I'm saying? Damn, come through. Something happened to this person while they were a child, and they have not been able to move on from this. Somebody, again, could have got their heart broken as a child, because that's what this Four of Swords is. We're coming out of the Three of Swords, which is heartbreak, pain, and suffering. That's you finally putting all of that shit to rest. You done thought about it. You done figured out, how am I going to overcome this? How am I going to recover and patch myself up basically and move on from this? You know what I'm saying? How am I going to dead this shit? Because the Four of Swords, he's literally laying on top of a coffin. He's literally laying on top of a fucking coffin. We got to dead that shit in one way or another. You know what I'm saying? This is what somebody needed to do. But something from their childhood that they could have had to overcome. What happened in this person's childhood? Let's see. Somebody could have been forced to grow up really early as a child because of maybe some type of, you know, environment that they were brought up in. Somebody, because this says with the Six of Cups in reverse, it's like a lack of playfulness. You don't get to really be a kid and be free-spirited and have fun and all of those different things. Somebody doesn't have a lot of good memories from their childhood. Somebody could have also left their home environment at a very young age. Damn. With this Six of Cups in reverse. Somebody could have had to like really like grow up, maybe fend for themselves. Like somebody had to be courageous and brave, y'all, at a young age. Like I can't, you know, somebody had to be really strong. Thank you, Tasha. They had to be very strong. You know what I'm saying? As a child. Okay? And this could have made somebody like really like numb when it comes to relationships and connections or something like that, because maybe they didn't receive that type of respect and love and affection as a child. They could have not been brought up that way. Tell me more about what this person went through as a child. Scorpio energy could be significant. Somebody could have definitely had to grow up like really early, like, you know, start fending for themselves in some type of way, maybe at a very young age. Shit, 6 years old could be a thing for somebody. Like, it could be really young with this Six of Cups out here, 4 years old. And y'all know back in the day, that wasn't uncommon for some of us, especially millennials and the boomers. That wasn't uncommon for us to be at the crib, taking care of ourselves, doing this, doing that, raising your siblings and shit like that, because your parents were working, they were doing this, they were doing that. You know what I'm saying? So that could definitely be a thing for somebody. Tell me more about what this person was going through. What did they have to overcome as a child that they can't get past it? Somebody feels like they're owed an apology. This person could be owed an apology from somebody that they could have, you know, felt like was supposed to provide maybe some sort of safety for them in some type of way. And they could have never got that apology. They could feel like they, you know, they're entitled to some type of, you know, conversation, or somebody owes them some type of apology. But they could never have gotten it. Tell me more about this. Damn. Oh my goodness, I don't want to say that. Somebody could have been separated from their parents at a young age. Somebody could have either been separated from their parents at a young age, or somebody could have, you know, been a runaway child or something like that. And this could have started at a very young age. Tell me more about this. That could have been like, maybe because of the circumstances, the environment or something like that. Tell me more about this. Yeah. The Nine of Swords is here. Still running now. The Nine of Swords is here. Whatever this is that this person went through as a child, Gemini energy could be significant. Whatever this is keeps this person in a space of anxiety, a space of fear. There is some serious childhood trauma here that is haunting this person well into adulthood. They could have nightmares about whatever the fuck they've been through as a child. With this Nine of Swords here, somebody could be severely depressed, y'all. Somebody could have been in some type of home environment that kept them paranoid, and they could have always been scared, fearful, feeling like, you know, hopeless, like maybe there was no way out of that situation. If somebody was running away, that could have been why. Somebody could have been being abused as a child in some sort of way. Somebody could have been being abused as a child, physically, emotionally, with this Six of Cups out here, mentally with this Nine of Swords here. There's something about somebody as a child not being able to sleep because of fear, anxiety, or worry or some shit like that. Because of their environment. Wow. Tell me more about this. What's this person was so worried about? What was this that was keeping this person up? That if somebody was running away, y'all, that could be why. If somebody was running away, or somebody got taken away from their parents or their home, or, you know, something like that, put into foster care or something like that. And we all know how the system be fucking failing these kids when they go into foster care. Sometimes they'll take a kid out of a actual environment that's safe for them and put them in one that's dangerous for them. You know what I'm saying? Somebody could have definitely been in some type of hostile environment that kept them extremely fearful and anxious, where they couldn't even fucking sleep. This could be somebody, y'all, that even now as an adult, they could not sleep as much. They could stay up all throughout the night, maybe scrolling on their phone, watching TV, you know, or something like that. This should say digital interference. There could be some type of, you know, always needing to have some type of electronic on or something like that. This could be somebody that even now as an adult, they don't sleep as much. That could be like a thing. Tell me more about this. Damn. He said, I'll be up all night. Wow. He had the TV on. Wow, wow, wow. Tell me more about this. Wow, wow, wow. Tell me more. What's this about? The Eight of Pentacles is here. Yeah, this is a collective. Somebody worked really hard or something like that. Virgo could be significant. Tell me more what this person worked on. Tell me more what this person worked on. This could have been somebody that could have, when they were a child, whatever environment they were in that kept them in some type of, you know, hostile, you know, uncomfortable energy or something like that. This could be somebody that might have vowed to themselves that they would never like be in that type of environment. And if this was like, maybe they seen their parents in some type of, you know, emotionally unstable union, you know, toxic karmic union or something like that, that spilled over to them as a child. Whatever that looks like, somebody could have vowed to themselves when they was up at night, couldn't sleep, that they would work their ass off, to not be in that type of situation or something like that. Okay, well shit, if this is what I see happens when you love somebody and when somebody say they love you, I vow to never, I'll never be that open to somebody. I'll never be this close to somebody because I seen what my mama and them went through. I seen what my guardian went through, whatever. Somebody could have been up at night. Like, I vowed to work my ass off to never deal with this type of shit in my own life, or when I get the fuck up out of here or something like that. Somebody also could have been dealing with some shit over and over again. With this Eight of Pentacles here, no matter how hard they try to maybe get better with some shit or something like that, with this Eight of Pentacles, that's a repetitive task. That's you doing some shit over and over again until you get it right. It's like, I want to master it. I want to be the best of the best or something like that. But you still practice it over and over again. It happens over and over again. So somebody could have constantly had nights where they were paranoid, where they were anxious, where they were scared, where they were having nightmares or something like that. Damn. In despair, some type of trauma could have happened to somebody over and over again. Tell me about this Eight of Pentacles here. Somebody could have been being beat. I hate to say it like that. Somebody could have been being beat. And I really hate to say it like that, y'all. Because when I just looked at this hammer and he knocking on this nail, you gotta really like hit it. Like, you hit it really hard to engrave it in there. I'm so sorry to say it like that. Somebody could have been abused as a child, y'all, like physically. This is crazy. This could be why somebody is an avoidant. Give me one more on this. I don't want to get too stuck on this, but damn. Shoot. And this could have happened a lot. What the hell? Tell me more about this Eight of Pentacles. Alcoholic father. He didn't even remember. Wow. This happened to somebody when they were a child. This is why somebody refused to do some type of work when it came to showing up for you and showing you love and respect and being you know, a safe haven for you. Somebody was supposed to actually stabilize their emotions and their fears. They were supposed to heal it. They were supposed to put that shit to rest and allow themselves to love and be loved. But this is somebody that went through a traumatic ass childhood, y'all. And y'all know I'm never making excuses for nobody. I'm just telling you what I see here. This is why this person refused to do this work. They could have been scared of loving you. They could have literally been petrified of actually what could come if they opened up and actually loved you the way that you were showing that you were trying to love them. And this could be because of what they endured as a child in some type of way that could have put this person in an emotionally avoided, emotionally blocked, heart chakra blocked when it comes to affection and love and all of that shit. This could be somebody that only likes surface level, maybe surface level connections, sex. That's the only form of intimacy somebody could possibly be willing to offer. because of what they experienced. And this could have been at the hands of somebody that they loved. This could have been at the hands of somebody that they cherished, somebody that they thought was supposed to protect them in some type of way. But instead, whoever this person is, they inflicted trauma and fear and depression in this person over and over and over again with this Eight of Pentacles. What the hell is Phoebe doing down there? Tell me a little bit more about this. Tell me more about this. Somebody, tell me more about this Eight of Pentacles. What's this? The Tower is in reverse, y'all. The Tower is in reverse. What did they want this person to change? Was it some type of behavior or something like that that somebody wanted this person to change? Hold on, y'all. Let me do this puzzle. There is no justification for what you did to an innocent person. Not at all. Something was like, shit. This was a never-ending, like, shit show for somebody, y'all. Somebody, I don't know, y'all. The Tower's in reverse. This was some shit that they, like, they could have even, like, tried to avoid whatever repercussions or consequence they were dealing with. Somebody was being abused. Somebody was being abused, y'all. In one way or another. And it happened over and over and over again. To the point where it traumatized this person. Shit, one time is enough to traumatize a fucking person. Somebody was suffering as a child. And they had to be strong through that shit. And this could be why somebody don't let people get close to them and why they don't get close to people. And they could have just moved on from that shit. Maybe never even talked about. You could know a little bit about what this person been through in their childhood. But you could not know all of it. You could not know how chaotic it was. Somebody could have worked really hard to avoid like some type of end all be all ending for them with this Tower in reverse. Like that could be a thing. But with this Tower in reverse, this is somebody that's still going through some stormy fucking weather. They still suffering. Okay, confirmation. No matter how hard they could have worked to try and avoid it. Okay, damn. It's like you delay it. Okay, you showed up good today. I'm not gonna XYZ today. But 2 days from now, I'm back on that bullshit with you. You know what I'm saying? Somebody could have definitely been like gone, like sent through the ringer, y'all. With this Nine of Wands in reverse to the point where they gave up. They could have just like completely gave up, y'all. I don't know what else to say about this. Like this shit is crazy. Sagittarius could be significant. This could be somebody that's always defensive or some shit like that. This could also be somebody that's always fucking angry, y'all. And you could be like, damn, why you always mad all the fucking time? Like you be overreacting. This person got a lot of pent up anger and frustration from shit that happened to them as a child, and they could not even have got an apology. They could not be able to express that anger and frustration to whoever did it. Somebody could have felt helpless. Wow. Okay. So this was what they needed to work on. This is what they needed to heal, y'all. This is what they needed to heal. But somebody had, you know, created some type of safe haven for themselves. They put up some type of wall or protective boundary for themselves. They put that shit up. Oh, wow. Thank y'all so much. They put up this wall trying to protect themselves in some type of way. and they were supposed to acknowledge it. They knew it was there. This is some shit that's haunting them. They know what the fuck is going on. They know exactly why they don't let people close to them. They know exactly why they don't show up pouring into people the same way that people pour into them. They know exactly why. They were supposed to heal that shit when it came to connecting with you, and they didn't. They chose to stay in their comfort zone. They chose to stay in their comfort zone. Somebody's third eye is fucking calcified. It's closed. It's not open. They didn't see some shit that was right in front of them. It could have been their own negative beliefs when the Hierophant just flipped over a minute ago in reverse. They could have lost hope. They could have lost faith in higher levels of commitment, in, actual loving, stable, healthy relationships. If this is somebody that grew up seeing toxic, karmic, hostile environments, that's what they grew up in, that shit was inflicted upon them, and then ever since then they've been putting themselves in toxic and connections, surface level, maybe karmic, self-destructing, self-sabotaging connections. If this is all somebody has, this is like all we've been running into, and then boom, here go a fucking earth angel. It's like, all right, you're gonna have to change. You're gonna have to sit your ass down. You're gonna have to work on that shit so that way you can actually show up for this person the way that you need to show up for this person. But this is somebody that was like, no, that's too risky. That's too risky. I'm comfortable with how I got it. I'm comfortable with how it is. I can fuck on you, and I can fuck you real good. But that's about as far as I'm willing to get. Like, that's about as vulnerable as I'm willing to get. Somebody didn't see it. You was right in front of their face, and that's why they still can't fucking sleep. You think they couldn't sleep before? They still can't sleep now. We just saw that. Somebody being haunted by you in their dreams. We just saw that. Tell me about this tantric sex reverse and open third eye. Saw email in reverse. What's this about? Clarify this. And he was scared. That's crazy. Thank y'all so much for 190 on the likes. I appreciate it. Oh my God. Somebody is seeing things clearly now, and that's the motherfucking truth, y'all. Somebody, that's why I said, y'all, I said somebody could, maybe this was fun, opening themselves up to some type of, that's all we offer is, a really good time with each other. That's all I can offer you. I can't give you nothing else. I want to do this move I saw on you. You think you'll be down? How can you touch your throat with it? How far down there can you go with it? Let me see if I can this, that, and the third with it. That was all somebody was cool with offering. Somebody wasn't able to see things from a different perspective, and it's because of their beliefs. I'm just saying, y'all. I'm just saying. Somebody was real kinky with this tantric sex. Tantric sex is like really expressive, intimate. It could be really passionate. It's just like I said, this could be somebody that could also have a lot of like different like soul ties with randoms. Because this could be somebody that when they have sex, it could be like a ritual. It could be like a ritual. Whether they know that they're doing it or they don't. So they could have a lot of like ties and shit like that. Confirmation, my Phoebe at the door. Okay. Wow. It's also something about some inner conflict or something like that. I feel like somebody is not in this space of where they are confused about what they need to do or what they should be investing themselves in or something like that. Like I said a minute ago, somebody could be like, this is not fun. I don't have no interest in this type of shit. I don't want to just be fucking on anybody and everybody. You know, somebody could definitely be not finding it, like they could be like secluding themselves or closing themselves off with this tantric sex in reverse. Somebody could be going, abstinent. Somebody could be practicing celibacy or some shit like that. Or maybe they trying to. I don't know, y'all. This could have been somebody that could have had like real sex addictions that could have been clouding their judgment for sure. Somebody could have been abused as a child, y'all. Somebody could have been abused as a child. Wow. This could have started somebody off at a very young age, getting involved in shit that they should have not been involved in. Somebody could have started being active as early as 8 years old because of something that was going on at home. Damn. 16, 9, 6. This shit is fucking crazy. Damn. Justice is here though. Big Libra energy. Tell me more about this. I can't stand it. I can't stand it. I'm not finna be crying on this goddamn live now. With this type of stuff, I don't do well with this type of stuff. I don't know why I needed to be the messenger for this, but I'm gonna tell you what I need to tell you. But this shit fucks with me. Like this type of shit fuck with me. Tell me more about this. The High Priestess is here. Okay. The High Priestess is here. Somebody is definitely getting in alignment. Somebody, whether feminine or whether masculine or feminine, somebody is seeing things clearly now. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio could be significant. Somebody is gaining some type of higher sense of consciousness. Somebody where their third eye, they could have been avoiding some type of spiritual awakening or something like that. Avoiding doing some type of healing work or something like that. It's something about somebody seeing it clearly. There's some type of truth to some type of knowledge or something like that. Somebody is maybe finally like somebody could have been lying to themselves, y'all. Somebody could have been lying to themselves about their behaviors and about why they were doing certain things. Like, oh yeah, this is fun to me. When it's like, no, motherfucker, you are a victim. You're literally a fucking victim. And you need to go talk to somebody. You need to go literally work through that shit because you should not be doing this. Somebody could finally be having an honest conversation with themselves about what they deemed as, you know, pleasurable, what they deem as being a healthy, you know, environment to be in, to be involved in, connections to be involved in. It's something about doing what's right. Somebody is finally maybe acknowledging that they need to make better choices, y'all. And a big part of making those choices that are better for them could be them cutting out some type of hypersexual behaviors. Somebody, tell me about this High Priestess here. Damn, y'all. It's something about the cause and effect. Mind y'all, we just seen a minute ago when we first started. Where is that? We just seen a minute ago that somebody is in a loop. They're still not over some shit. Hold on. They were trying to manifest some sleep or some shit like that, but they weren't able to. Because they can't get over a situation that happened. I want y'all to see this for those of y'all that weren't in here. They can't get over some shit. There you go. Damn. Tears? What tears? Tears? What tears? Okay, remember we had Still Not Over It that came out first. Somebody has these lingering feelings. Like I said earlier, they could be holding on to their fucking pillow at night, wishing that they were holding on to you or something like that. Some don't cry now, y'all crazy. Hold on, where's this other one at? Yeah, here we go. And then manifesting sleep, spiritual fatigue, wishful thinking, burnout nap. It came out in reverse. And I'm like, somebody is not able to get sleep. It's something about, you could have told this person something with this high priestess energy out there. And this could be somebody that's sitting back in a, in a space where they cannot get some type of truth that you spoke to them off of their fucking mind. This shit could be keeping somebody up at night to the point where it's so blatant in their face that they can't, you have to acknowledge, like, okay, Divine Collective was right. Justice out here, High Priestess out here. That was a divine counterpart, divine feminine, divine masculine. That was somebody that knew what the fuck they was talking about, and they spoke some truth to me when they told me, yo, you need to cut this bullshit out that you got going on. This shit ain't healthy for you. It ain't good for you. You sleeping around, you're doing this, you're doing that, you're being careless, you're being reckless. You need to, heal. You could have told somebody this, and they could literally be having a hard time, or they could have had a hard time acknowledging it before you said something, or maybe now that some time has passed and this person done been caught in some type of loop about this shit, they're in regret. They're in regret. You could have told somebody something. You could have told somebody something, and they like, you were right. You were right. You were absolutely right. Tell me more about this. It's something about trying to bring balance to their life, y'all. Tell me more about this. What's this person got going on here? Damn. Somebody definitely going through some type of spiritual awakening, y'all. Some type of transformation is happening for sure. It could have been delayed, but it's happening for sure. Tell me more. But they could have missed this opportunity with you when the Ace of Pentacles just flipped out in reverse. The 9, look, all my love is waiting for you. The 9 of Wands is in reverse. Somebody couldn't fight something anymore. Sheesh. Somebody couldn't fight something anymore. Somebody was tired of fighting something. With Sagittarius energy out here, this 9 of Wands, somebody just been chugging along, and you done came through and binked their ass on top of the head with a reality check and could have left their ass to sit there and marinate in it. Like, okay, you don't want to change? Got you. I'm going to drop this for you, and I'm going to get the fuck on. You will catch on eventually, hopefully. Somebody is like, tired of fighting, tired of chugging along. Somebody's exhausted. Somebody don't have the motivation to keep up some type of toxic lifestyle. That's what I was saying, y'all. This is some shit where it could have been fun. It's not fun no more. It ain't pleasurable no more. Sleeping around with a whole bunch of people or being all nasty and shit like that. I mean, you can be nasty with your person. And you know what's so crazy, y'all? Because earlier today, I was thinking, I received this download, and I didn't know where spirit was going with this, but y'all know, for those of y'all that watch me all the time, my spirit guides have a real sense of humor, y'all. Okay. And I don't know, it was something about the reading that we did, what was that, last night, and I watched it and I was cracking up at the part where I was like, somebody didn't have enough dick, they ain't have enough stamina, they ain't have enough resources or something like that for 2, third parties on them. You know what I'm saying? And I was sitting back and I was like, I don't know why mugs be wanting to press the issue for 3 ways and shit like that when some people are not even able to satisfy the one person that they fucking have. And so I just was cracking up. I'm like, damn, now you done embarrassed me in front of the motherfucking, you done embarrassed me in front of the guests and shit. Now she know what I'm over here settling for and shit like that, you know. And I was just thinking about that, and I was just like, you know, it dawned on me, or I received this download where I was like, you can have a person, people be thinking that they really have to get into all of that freaky shit like that in order for them to enjoy their experience with their person. But it don't really take all of that. Only thing you gotta do is have somebody that you ain't never fucked over, especially a woman. I can't speak for men because I'm not a man, okay? But as a woman, and I'm pretty sure y'all can attest, and you know, if you ain't fucked a woman over and did her wrong, broke her heart, broke her trust, that woman is likely to do all type of nasty, kinky ass things to you and let you do all of that shit to her. But she gotta know that it's a safe haven and that she is the only one that gets that type of treatment, and you're only doing this with her and you ain't out here sharing that motherfucker with everybody else. She'll be willing to do all type of shit with you. You ain't gotta go and do this, you ain't gotta go and do that. And I was thinking about that. And I'm like, damn, so you want to invite all these people in a relationship in the bedroom and shit like that, trying to fulfill some type of, you know, fix or something like that, when for somebody, that shit could be stemming from some type of childhood trauma. Somebody was exposed to some shit way too motherfucking young. You know what I'm saying? That could definitely be a thing for somebody. And I don't know, like, that just popped up when I was just thinking about this. They don't even have the passion and the interest to be out here sleeping around with multiple different people like this. And the thing about it is, they could have had all of that freaky, kinky ass shit with you had they just done what they needed to do. When a woman, man, let me tell y'all something. When a woman heart ain't been broke, it ain't nothing you can't get that woman to do. You know what I'm saying? When you ain't fucked her over, you ain't broke her trust, you ain't betrayed her on some corny shit. What the fuck? She's like, what you want me to do? You want me to handstand and one leg back? Okay, I can do that for y'all. Know how you finna hit it like that, but we can do it like that. Like, I'm telling you, all type of shit could be a green light. So somebody could be in this space, y'all, where they don't even have the drive to do this anymore, live this lifestyle anymore, because they could be finally acknowledging what was really fueling this lifestyle, and somebody is tired. These mugs don't get it, okay? The 901, somebody is tired. Somebody is burnt out. Somebody ain't got no more fight in them. It's something about somebody done ran into a brick wall, or they done ran out. You know, like, they could have been just chugging along. But it's something about they can't do that anymore. They can't keep pressing on. They have to acknowledge, okay, some type of conflict or something like that. They have to acknowledge this, and they could have been doing that. But like I said, y'all, it could be when it's too late. It could be now that it's way too fucking late. Your ass is gone. You didn't kick this person to the curb. Hey, Leah, you didn't kick this person to the curb. Okay? You didn't kick this person to the curb. And so now they have to sit here. They could have had their reality check. They could have had their awakening or something like that. But it's too late at this point. This cycle could be closed. We already seen that this cycle could be closed. We already seen that. Like, game over. We said that from the jump. Like, this person could have definitely, you know, thought that maybe they could play around. They could have, you know, their way. They could keep up some type of behavior, and that maybe you would still be willing to be patient with them, show them grace, you know, allow for them to keep you caught up. When you in high priestess energy, whether masculine or feminine, it's just certain shit that you know you are way too fucking good for. You like, you know what? I respect where you stand, but that shit is not for me. this type of behavior, this type of way that you trying to show up, I'm trying to show you real love and respect. I'm trying to really build a bond with you. I'm trying to really elevate this thing. I done said certain things to you like, hey, maybe you can work on this. Maybe you can work on that. You refuse to change. You acting like you don't see what the fuck you need to do. I respect where you stand. But I'm going to go ahead and keep it moving. This could be somebody. This could be somebody that's confused now. That you are like, okay, not wanting to deal with them. Maybe even they could be coming in professing like, look, I'm telling you I'm a change. I'm telling you I'm willing. I'm seeing it clearly now. I won't do that shit no more, whatever. But you could be in this energy with this high priestess energy where it's like, you know better. For somebody here, you could be the type of person where it's like, you done showed me enough already to the point where I don't need you to show me shit else. I don't even feel like it's safe to take a chance with you when I done already learned a lesson for taking a chance with you the first time, the second time, the third time, however many fucking times you done took, a chance on this person and had faith in them, thought that they would do what was right. And this could have been somebody who could have kept you in some type of turmoil or, some type of uneasy position because they were so fucking emotionally blocked. You know what I'm saying? This could have been somebody who forced your hand and made you walk away from them because of their actions, because you know your worth. It's something about you being pure. You're pure. And that's not to say you ain't never done no shit. You ain't never whatever. But it's something about you being pure. When you know better, you do better. And you the type of person that's like, okay, I done gained this sense of knowledge. And now I know I need to change this. I'm going to go ahead and make those changes. This is somebody that's like, I didn't see nothing. I don't know nothing. You said what? I didn't hear nothing. I don't know nothing about what you're talking about. Don't bring that shit over here. That's way too much for me. And that could have been way too much for you. And this person could be confused. What he say on that I love you song, he was like, you stayed away from me when I was doing wrong. So why would you leave me when I start doing right? Beauty's gone. You know what I'm saying? I love you. And he crying and shit, rain falling and shit like that, all dramatic. Somebody could be confused. Like, damn, I'm willing to heal. I'm willing to heal this little, sex fix, all of these secrets. Somebody could have been confused about their sexuality as well. Okay. Somebody could, be like, now that I'm actually willing to do the work, you still gonna leave? You still gonna, like, what the fuck? It's still over? All right. Let me get a little bit more on this. What time is it? That's crazy, y'all. Tell me a little bit more about this. What happened with this person? They gave up on some shit that they could have been really standing their ground on. Like, no, I'm going to be for the streets, bitch. I don't care what you're talking about. You're talking about real love, family, marriage, monogamy. Fuck out of here. Somebody could have been standing on it. They didn't gave up, though. Could have been real defensive and on edge. You could have been trying to have a honest conversation with this person. Like, man, look, we can really work and we can do this and we can do that, but you just got to fix this. You got to fix that. They could have been like, you trying to change me. You don't love me for me. No, it's like, I just really want what's best for you. And I can see on the outside looking in that this behavior is unhealthy for you. And I love me too fucking much to allow your unhealthy behaviors to spill over into my life, to my reality. And this could have been somebody who could have been standing on business, protecting their belief. They're seeing things clearly now, y'all. Tell me more. What's this person giving up? The Page of Pentacles is in the upright. It flipped over. Give me more. What's this Nine of Wands reverse? What they giving up? Something that they said, y'all. Something that was said. Some type of free-spirited energy. Somebody could have been just talking to anybody and every motherfucking body. Could have been really expressive. Could have been really expressive. This could be a social butterfly, y'all. This could be a social butterfly in all the wrong reasons. This could be somebody that is full-fledged, for the streets. This could be somebody, and you could have not known this. Maybe you did. You know, this could be somebody that could have the streets talking about them, depending on what side of town you go on. Somebody was really free-spirited with who they spoke to, who they allowed to, you know, give their energy to. Tell me more about this. Somebody's giving up something that they said. Some type of free-spirited energy or something like that. Somebody wanted to try a lot of things with this Page of Wands in the upright. The Nine of Cups is in reverse, but it's not enough. It's not enough. It's not fulfilling them anymore. Tell me more about this. Somebody could have only had their fucking wand to offer. I'm telling you, this could have been all somebody was willing to offer. And it don't have to be just a wand. Somebody could have only wanted the motherfucking wand. It's like, we ain't really got to talk about too much for real, for real. I don't give a fuck about your favorite color. I don't give a fuck about what your hobbies are. Drop your motherfucking drawers. Like, straight like that. You know what I'm saying? I just came over here for a good time, not a long time. Do not get comfortable with me, because I will not be here that fucking long. Okay? We gonna talk real quick. I'm gonna do what I need to do, and I'm gonna be on my way. You know what I'm saying? Tell me more. For somebody here, this could be somebody that's extremely, like, immature. They could be really childish, or this could be somebody that's younger than you. Or maybe the shit that they find exciting or thrilling, the shit that they're, you know, wanting to do, or the things that they do could be really childish. You're like, what the fuck? You a grown-ass adult. Why is that the type of shit that gets you going? You get excited about that. You like talking about that. You and your fucking friends or some shit like that gossip about that type of shit. Like, it's really immature. Tell me what this person said, or somebody's giving up something that they could have said to you. Tell me more about this. Somebody could also want to come talk to you about something that they've given up. Oh my God, some type of lie. Mrs. Jones. Oh, somebody could be a cougar. Somebody could be a cougar. Somebody could be a little cougar now. I don't know. Somebody lied though. Some me and Mrs. Jones. Okay, somebody could have them. Somebody a little younger than them. Who the hell from New York? Somebody wearing some Timbs. Why did I just envision that? I understand, you know, I understand. But you a whole divine feminine, divine masculine out here. That's crazy. Somebody was lying though. You know what I'm saying? You said stop, I wear Timbs. Somebody could have been really sneaky about, you know, or living some type of really sneaky, they could have been living some type of free-spirited ass outside life. Like, somebody could have just been really outside, and they could have been really sneaky about this, about all the different people that they were speaking to and that they were fucking on. Somebody wants to give all of this up. Somebody's tired of lying, y'all. Somebody's tired of sneaking around. Somebody tired of, like, somebody could have been taking other people's person from them. Somebody could have been into every fucking thing. Somebody could have been like, I don't give a fuck if you got a person. I literally do not care about none of that. What time did you say you finna be here? Or what time did you say that motherfucker finna leave? Because I can slide over there real quick. I can come over there. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be in and out of there before they even get back. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gotta stay long. You can't stay long. Okay, trust me. I got that thing to do at that time that I told you about. Okay? Somebody could have been off into all type of shit, y'all. And could have been getting away with it for a very long time with the Seven of Swords here. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Somebody got a mean mouthpiece on them with this Page of Wands out here. Somebody's a smooth fucking talker. Somebody could be really charming. Somebody could make people laugh and things like that. Somebody could, you know, be a jokester and shit like that. Somebody could be easy to talk to with this Page of Wands here. This could be the type of person where the conversation just flow. You know what I'm saying? They could be lying their ass off the whole conversation though. They could be lying their ass off the whole fucking conversation with this 7 of Swords here, y'all. That's funny. That's funny. All right, tell me more about this 7 of Swords here. Somebody wants to give up all of these lies and stuff like that. Maybe for a Queen of Pentacles with the Queen of Pentacles coming out here in the upright. Oh shit, the Queen of Pentacles, the Empress at the bottom of the deck. Okay. Damn. Okay. Whew. Heavy emphasis on Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. Sagittarius could be significant as well as Aquarius. Okay. Somebody could be wanting to come in and either A, they want to confess or tell you about some type of lies or something like that. Or either like they want to tell you that they gave up some type of shit that they was involved in, y'all. They're not investing in it anymore with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. They're not giving to it anymore. That could be a thing. This could also be somebody that is just exhausted with some type of sneaky ass, you know, deceptive lifestyle, y'all. And this could be because of a divine being, you. Somebody could not want to miss out on an opportunity to have a higher level of commitment with you. With this, it's something about this could be somebody that know you way too motherfucking mature. Somebody could be a mother, you could be a father. For both of these two to come out like this, you could be a mother, you could be a father. Or this could be somebody that looks at you like a mother or a father figure. I hate to say father figure, mother figure, but you could just be that mature. Like you could just have your shit together that well. You know what I'm saying? It's something about you being this very stable energy. You're very observant, extremely nurturing, extremely wise. Somebody, you know a lot of shit, and somebody knows that. Somebody knows that you were right about something that you said. You were absolutely right about something that you said. And you spoke the truth to this person. And you could be the type of person with that high priestess energy and the justice out here. It could be like, I don't care if it's going to hurt your feelings. I'm going to tell you that you were fucking wrong. I don't care that ain't nobody else ever called you out on your bullshit. I'm going to tell you this lifestyle that you're living is going to take you down a dark path or something like that. I'm going to tell you that you need to get your shit together, that you're fucking slacking. I'm going to tell you that you can do better. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to also tell you that I'm not going to deal with some shit. You could be that type of person. And this could have been somebody that was refusing to hear you when you were initially speaking. But maybe once you stop speaking and kick their ass to the motherfucking curb, they ain't got nothing but time to sit back and play what you said on repeat in their motherfucking mind. They up all night anyway. They don't sleep at night anyway. So now they got new content to replay over and over again in their goddamn mind. Because you said something and you were right. So they could want to come in and tell you that they let some shit go that maybe you could have told them about. Some type of deception, some type of trickery, some type of shit that they were getting away with, some type of moves that they could have been making that you could have not, you could know some things, but you could have not known everything. This could also be somebody I just heard that couldn't get shit past you. Because you're very observant with the high priestess energy out here, this Queen of Pentacles out here, the Empress out here. This could be somebody that you be like, why you lying? Fuck is you lying? Why you moving like that? Your intuition is on point. Whether masculine or feminine. Somebody's intuition is on point. You see things, you know things. You ain't even got to hear the whole story. You ain't even got to hear the whole story. Please don't ask to join my live, y'all. Okay? You could get a feeling with all of this energy out here. Somebody, you could just get a feeling. Motherfuckers start moving weird. They say some wrong shit. You be like, you on some bullshit, ain't it? You lying. You know what I'm saying? Somebody could be wanting to give all of this up so that way they don't miss out on some type of opportunity with you. Tell me about these lies. Somebody could have lied to you. Could have been just blatantly lying to you. Knowing that they was doing bullshit. Could have been telling, oh, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Whole time they fucking off. Or something like that. Somebody wants to give all of that up. Running, hiding, sneaking, lying, being a whore. That's what I wrote on here, damn. Liar and whore. Liar and whore. Somebody want to give all of this up. Tell me more about this. It's something about somebody, yeah, they want to get this up. Somebody having a hard time, or somebody could have been finding it hard to keep up with their lies. Somebody could have been lying and being that fucking sneaky. Like, okay, damn, confirmation. Like, it could be like, damn, I don't even remember what I just said to her. I don't remember what I said to him. Because somebody could have had that many things going on behind the scenes, y'all. Damn. Tell me more about this. Oh, my goodness. Y'all, she came out anyway. The Empress came out anyway. Tell me about this Empress. Somebody was lying to a fucking Empress. Y'all reverse the genders as you need to. And you could have sat there and let them. Like, oh yeah, that's what happened? Okay. You was at work? All right. How was your day? Whole time you know this motherfucker wasn't at work. You could have just let them lie. The Empress out here, the High Priestess out here, somebody is extremely fucking tapped in. Somebody could be gifted. Somebody could see things. Somebody's extremely mature also. And you're not going to do all of that. Like, you're not, for somebody here, you, whether masculine or feminine, you're not going to come up off your throne. You're not going to beg somebody or, you know, fight somebody to do better for themselves or something like that, because you know what you bring to the table. For somebody here, you know who you are with this High Priestess energy out here, the Empress energy out here. For both of my cards like this to come out in the upright, somebody, you were right in front of this fucking person's face. Sheesh. It was big as day. Right in this person's face. And they refused to see it. Because of distractions and the conflict that they refuse to acknowledge or refuse to work on within. Somebody didn't see it. Sheesh. Talk about a fumble. Somebody just fumbled a whole divine being. A blessing. You are a gift wrapped it with a fucking big ass bow on top of it. Blessing. That could have been a gift to this person because of everything that they fucking went through. Only thing they needed to do was show up and show their blessing the same love, respect, appreciation, protection that they could have wished somebody would have shown them. That's what they were supposed to do. You were not supposed to chase. You were not supposed to do anything except for what you did, which was show up, being nurturing, being loving, being a voice of reason, giving wisdom, bringing stability to this person's life. And they were supposed to meet you. And when you realized that they couldn't meet you, your next step was stepping the fuck out of the way. And you did exactly that. And so this tower that somebody could have been avoiding, this rebirth, this transformation, this work that somebody could have been avoiding. And we say this all the time. It's like, okay, you can either do this the easy way or you can do this the really, really hard way. The hardest part of doing this the easy way is just going to be actually acknowledging the work that you need to do and doing it. You can get through that. But if I got to send you through this tower, you're not going to like this fucking tower because everything coming down. You're not going to like this shit. So you can dictate how you want to go about this lesson, but you can't keep dragging this shit along. Because like I keep telling y'all, that's not what the fuck you agreed to come here and do. You came here with a purpose. And you're fucking off. Distracted. You know what I'm saying? So somebody was lying to a damn empress. Was being sneaky and deceptive with an empress. Somebody that came into their life as a blessing. And y'all reversed the genders. This person didn't do the work. And they're seeing who you are now. They're seeing what you said. Tell me about this. That's crazy. Somebody could literally be... We seen suffering in silence. They got feelings and shit. Tell me more about this empress. What was this person lying to this empress about? Somebody could have thought they were going to play you. Could have thought that they were going to keep you in some type of toxic, karmic ass cycle or loop with them. It's like, what? You don't do that to no high priestess, to no empress? Hell no. Not one that's in the upright. That's emotionally grounded, that's stable, that know their worth, that done did the work for themselves. You ain't finna be able to do that. You go do that with a karmic. You go live that lifestyle. Do you, baby? Tell me about this. Yeah, they was way too emotionally immature for you. They were way too emotionally immature for you, baby. And they could have been lying. For somebody here, this could have been somebody that could have been fake flexing, pump faking, maybe talking a good game. I'm telling you, somebody got a real mouthpiece on them. Could have been talking a good game. But this is somebody with this page of cups in reverse. You know what I'm saying? This is somebody that couldn't step to your motherfucking level. I'm telling you, they're way too emotionally immature. Their emotional intelligence could have been stunted at a young age. These are the babies of the tarot. You know what I'm saying? Somebody, what the fuck is this? Even if this person was in the upright, in the upright, you can look at it differently. But if you just look at this is like a kid with a grown woman, basically. The fuck? And I just said somebody could have been a cougar. You know what I'm saying? But this is somebody, even in the upright, they could have been a fun time or some shit like that, but they still would have been required. Even if they were in the upright, they were supposed to step into, mind y'all, from the beginning. Okay? They were supposed to step into this King of Cups energy. That's what they were supposed to do. They was lying to you in Page of Cups reverse. Somebody that's emotionally immature could have dealt with a lot of insecurities. This could be somebody that was lying their motherfucking ass off to you, moving real strategically, thinking that they were going to be able to get away with some shit because they had a good mouthpiece on them, but they could have been around town putting their mouth on every motherfucking body. You know what I'm saying? And you could have found out about this. You could have known about this. This is somebody who they didn't reach some type of maturity level or something like that. And we already know it's because of what they went through as a child. So they was lying. Could have been fake flexing, like making you think that they were something of substance and maybe that they were going to be on your level. But it's only a matter of time before a high priestess or a high priest, an empress, an emperor. It's only a matter of time before somebody that's as wise as you can peep game. And it's like, motherfucker, you ain't even, what the fuck? We ain't on the playground, baby. I'm not here to play with you. This ain't no motherfucking joke out here. I'm trying to do some major shit. I'm on some grown woman, some grown man shit out here. You just talking and you still playing in the streets. When you got a whole grown woman, a whole grown man, what the fuck you still playing in the streets for? When you got somebody this stable, this abundant. You know what I'm saying? Fuck out of here. You could have told this person right before you moved on about your business. You're too fucking childish. I know that you've been lying. I know your ass been lying. I know what you've been doing behind the scenes. I know you think you slick. Your childish ass. Nothing but a disappointment. Could have been somebody that could have really been like overselling themselves. I just said this. Like, how the fuck is you asking for this and you can't even take care of what you got going on at home? You can't even satisfy the one that you got at the crib, but you want to be out here dibbling and dabbling everybody and they motherfucking mama and maybe even they daddy or some shit. You know what I'm saying? You can't even master what you got at home. You can't even satisfy and take care of everything that you need to take care of over here. And you got the nerve to be over here talking to the next motherfucker. Crazy. They was lying. Tell me about this. Somebody see now. That's crazy. They see now. They were insecure. They were insecure. Like, that could be exactly what this is. Insecure and very immature. That's what this is. And this could have been somebody that could get caught up in lies all the fucking time, y'all. With this page of cups and verse. Could get caught up in lies all the time and then be coming in and giving you some fake ass apology. Then they be right back out there doing the same shit. Being even sneakier. Somebody is realizing you were right. They could want to come in and tell you that you were right. They could want to come in and maybe even tell you about other things that they were lying about that they didn't get caught for. Or at least you could have knew that the shit was going on. You could have just felt like, what the fuck is the point in even acknowledging it? I'm finna leave your ass. I'm gonna just make note of that and get the fuck on. Tell me about this person over here and the laughing through the pain about being kicked to the curb. Somebody do not want to be separated from you. They could really be just trying to, you know, move on with life and act like everything is okay. Still maybe entertaining, you know, certain people or something like that. Or maybe just trying to move on and like not acknowledge it. You're not, you know, discuss this with other people. What they really dealing with. Tell me more about this. What's this about? Tell me what this is about. Okay, the Four of Pentacles is in reverse. Somebody feels like you just gave up on them. Like you just let their ass go. Somebody like them. Somebody feels like you just gave it all up with the Four of Pentacles in reverse. This could be somebody that is in some type of possessive energy over you. They could want to be like, Capricorn could be significant. Somebody feels like when you kicked them to the curb, you just gave everything up. You just gave everything up. Tell me more about this. What's this person got going on? What they going through? You're not holding on to this person, and I feel like they could know that. We already seen that. We already seen that. Let's just bring it back one more time. We already seen that. Somebody is clinging on. Thank y'all so much to a dead relationship. It's like game over. You're not playing these childish ass immature games with this person anymore. Somebody knows it. Tell me more. They feel like you just gave up on them. You just gave it all up. You could have, I don't know. Somebody could have been like, they didn't even fight for it. Like, how much fucking more do you want somebody to fight? Like, what did you want somebody to do? I don't understand. You were a fucking whore and a liar. Tell me more. How much more? Shit. Oh, that's the truth. The Ace of Swords is here. Damn. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy could be significant. Where is the love? Somebody like, where is the love? Heavy emphasis on you detaching and letting this person go as freely as you let them go with the Four of Pentacles in reverse is what caused somebody to have, thank y'all so much, is what caused somebody to have some type of breakthrough in their clarity. And it definitely could be some type of conversation that you had with this person prior to you letting them go. That could have been what caused this person to have some type of clarity. And y'all see on here, I wrote, I'll save myself. I'll save myself. Okay, this could be somebody that is realizing because of something that you said that they're going to have to be the one to save themselves or something like that. They're going to have to be the one to make this decision to let go of these things that's holding them back. Somebody could also be cracking jokes about this, but it's nothing funny about it. It'd be like, damn, man, yeah, she let my ass go, man. She's cut me off. He just stopped fucking with me, man. I never heard from him again. You know, they could be talking about this, about how you just let them go, and they could be making jokes about it, but they're really in pain about how you like just detached. And somebody here, you could be extremely detached. You could be like really far removed. And you could have just gave everything. You could have been the type of person where it's like, I'm giving you all of your shit back. I'm giving you this. I'm whatever. I don't have nothing left over here of yours. You know, like that sort of thing. I'm taking all of my shit from over there. Like that type of thing. Somebody could be like, damn, yeah, making jokes about it, but nothing's funny. Nothing's funny. And they say that about comedians. Like, they say that about, like, real deal comedians. Like, what's his name? Robin, what's the name? Is it Williams? What's his name? Williams? The comedian. You know what I'm saying? And he ended up it was Williams. Yeah, they say that about comedians. They make all of these jokes, but and that happens a lot. We see that a lot. They be the main ones making people laugh, and they're in pain. They're in pain on the inside. You know what I'm saying? This is what somebody is dealing with. Tell me more about this. And they could be talking about it, and people could not even realize how deeply it's affecting them, that you let them go, and the way that you let them go, and the fact that they did not want to be let go. Tell me more about this. They're making jokes to disguise the pain. Damn. Like, I'm not that fucked up about it. Maybe it's a defense mechanism. Okay? Yeah, honey. That's what I was talking about. That's what I was talking about. The Queen of Swords is in reverse. Now, hold on now. Did you cut somebody out? That's crazy. The Queen of Swords is in reverse. You could have had like a final conversation with somebody, and you could have let it all rip with this Four of Pentacles in reverse, and you could have cut somebody from A to motherfucking Z with this Queen of Swords in reverse. You could have said some cold shit to somebody that the only thing they can do is crack a motherfucking joke about it, because if they don't, they gonna be crying. They gonna be crying. It's something about you. This person could be like, you cold-hearted as fuck. Like, and that's why they, it's like, look, that's why it's like stuck on a loop. Every time somebody try and go to sleep, they reminded of you cussing them the fuck out that last conversation that y'all had. Somebody could have had you like up to here. You're like, you know what? And another motherfucking thing. Okay? But you know one thing? They seeing that you was telling the truth over here. They seeing that you was telling the truth over here. You know what I'm saying? And whatever you said, they thinking about it. Tell me why this Queen of Swords is in reverse. Somebody could think you pissed off with them. And they could be cracking jokes, like, but they don't like this. They don't like this. They could feel like you were cruel, like you cold-hearted. Libra, Virgo could be significant. Tell me why this Queen of Swords is in reverse. And this could be some shit where somebody could feel like whatever they've done to you, or whatever you cussed them out about before you kicked them to the curb, they could know that whatever they did is unforgivable in your book. Like, they could know that with the Queen of Swords in reverse. The Queen of Swords, when she in reverse, she's not easy to forgive. She will hold a fucking grudge. She will be petty. She could be like really, really cold, and like, especially, this could have been somebody that could have really tried to think that they were slick enough to play on your intelligence. Or this could have been somebody that did play on your intelligence in some type of way before you started to put two and two together. Like, this motherfucker is a liar. This motherfucker is a liar. You know what I'm saying? They been moving real shady. That could be another reason maybe why you could be so upset. Tell me more about this Queen of Swords. Tell me about this Queen of Swords. Why is she in reverse? Why is this feminine energy so upset? Because they broke your fucking heart. Oh my God. 3 of Swords is here. Wow. They broke your fucking heart. Shit. This could be somebody that hurt you to your core. To the point where it's like, I'm not dealing with this shit no more. I'm not, fuck all of that. You think I'm fucking stupid? You could have ripped this person a new asshole when you found out the shit that they were involved in. And mind you, this is a love triangle. With this 3 of Swords here, you could have found out that this person was a fucking liar and a whore. You could have had faith in this person. You could have thought that they wouldn't be, you know, doing certain things while you guys were together. They could have been pump faking, really talking a good game with this Page of Wands out here. Got you all excited. Got you all excited with the things that they were saying. But it was a lie. It was a lie. This is somebody that could not meet you where you were because they not even okay within themselves. They ain't even meeting themselves where they need to meet them. You know, where they need to meet themselves. But they could have been putting on a fake facade, an illusion, or something like that. And maybe for a while you believe this fucking person. And for somebody like you, somebody that's in this type of energy, you know what I'm saying? You could have maybe thought, okay, we really finna, maybe I didn't found my person. Maybe I can trust this person. Maybe whatever. They talking a good game. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to the things that you said. I'm feeling like I can trust you. You're going to do the right thing. And for this person to break your heart the way that they did. Oh, yeah. I'm like, why is this feminine energy so mad? Why is this feminine energy so mad? Because they broke your fucking heart. They put you in a love triangle. They were a whore. They were a whore. Somebody could have got married to this person. You could have had to go through a divorce. The Empress out here, the Queen of Pentacles was out here, the High Priestess out here. These are energies that, you know, if you're not already a wife or a husband, okay, you could fill that role very well if you chose to. It could be a rightful position, especially this Empress and that Queen of Pentacles. You know what I'm saying? Somebody could have got married to this person. You could have been like, fuck, now I gotta get a divorce. You know what I'm saying? Somebody sent you through a lot of emotional pain. And that's why they got their ass cussed out. And they could be sitting up here, yeah, being toxic. Being toxic. Somebody realized that they were connected to somebody who, for one, has addictions. Could be sex addictions. That's what I'm picking up on. Sex addictions. For one reason or another, we know what they went through. Okay, cool. But as an adult, you knowing exactly why you showing up in the way that you're showing up makes it clear that you are aware and you can make adjustments, get the help. You know what I'm saying? Somebody, instead of choosing to heal, they chose to continue to indulge in their toxic, self-sabotaging ways, and could have thought that they would keep you attached to them along the way. You know what I'm saying? Somebody could have thought that they was going to keep you attached to them the whole fucking way. The whole time. Somebody was easily distracted. Somebody easily gave in to their temptations. They didn't even fight back. They didn't even fight back. And this person broke your heart. And that's why you cussing them the fuck out, or that's why you cussed them the fuck out. And that could be exactly why you were willing to give up everything like this with this Four of Pentacles in reverse. And now again, like we said with this Queen of Swords in reverse, it's something about maybe whatever you said to this person in this last conversation with them, that shit is playing on repeat in their head. But they could know that after what you said and how you went off, there is no coming back. Game is over. Game is over. You know what I'm saying? This is somebody that refused to let go of their old ways. They could have still been connecting with their exes and shit like that. They could have not been willing to close the door on past relationships, sneaky links, third parties, or some shit like that. And you like, fuck out of here. You don't want to get control. Come through, Spirit. You don't want to get control over yourself. I'm walking the fuck away. It's like, again, maybe to other people, this could look good. Maybe to other people, because you got a good mouthpiece on you and people think you're this and they think you're that. Okay, but you can see this person with this Empress and High Priestess energy out here. You can see this person for how much self-discipline they lack, their addictions, their toxic karmic behaviors. You know what I'm saying? You walked away. It's like the next person might think that shit is cool, but that ain't good enough for me. I don't care how much we done built up. I don't care how much time we've been together. I don't care how much I done invested in this. I'd rather be solo. I'd rather move on in another direction that's going to actually be fulfilling for me. And that's going to be exactly what I needed to be versus this toxic ass shit right here. You turned your back on this person. You gave up. You gave up. Yeah, because with the Page of Swords in reverse, it's like all you did was run your fucking mouth. All you did was run your fucking mouth and tell me shit that you thought I wanted to hear. That's all this person did. You know what I'm saying? With this Page of Swords in reverse, they just spoke a good game. They got a good mouthpiece on them. And you could have believed in this person. But it's something about them toxic ways. They could only hide that shit for so long. Because for somebody here, somebody got an entity. Somebody got a Jezebel spirit, whether masculine or feminine. Somebody got an entity that's riding them. That could have been riding their ass for a very long time. Very, very long time. And you, being who you are, you can see some shit. You can feel some shit. You know when the energy is off. You know when that shit is off. You like, hold on, who the fuck else in the room with us? Who the hell else you done brought home with you? It's just me and you. Nah, you got somebody else attached to you. It's something else going on. You could see that shit. You could feel that shit. The hell? That's crazy to me. And this person thought they was sneaky. They thought they was sneaky, but you can't, the energy don't lie. The intuition of a woman, of a man, the intuition don't lie. When you are an earth angel, a chosen one, the divine is not going to play about you and allow for somebody to get away with doing sneaky shit to you. You're going to find out about it one way or another. One way or another, you're going to find out about it. Yeah, that's crazy. This person is over there laughing through the motherfucking pain. Because that's all they can do. And they burning inside. This is somebody that's burning inside, y'all. They're burning inside. Full of regret. Because those feelings that they have for you, the thoughts of you and what you said, they can't get over that shit. They can't get over that shit. They don't want to be let go. Tell me more about this. You had to walk away from this person. Okay. It's 11:44. Okay. What's this? Tell me more about this. So that's why you cussed this person out. And they know exactly why you cussed them out. They could be making jokes about it, but they said, tell me about this. And they want you to come back. They don't want to be detached from you. They don't want to be detached from you. This could be somebody that's obsessing over you. With this devil energy out here. They could be codependent on your energy. This could be somebody that could be trying to, it's something about some fighting. Somebody want to fight. Okay, somebody could want to fight to not miss out on some type of opportunity or something like that. Or somebody could have people like that they could have been caught up with. Somebody could have people that they were caught up with or something like that that could be really giving them a hard time because they could be not wanting to invest in people, competitors, or other folks that they were entertaining or something like that. People could be upset. This could be somebody that's arguing with a lot of folks, especially if they was out here fucking around with all type of people. You making all of these promises to everybody that you come across, selling dreams or, whatever, maybe creating facades or some shit like that. And making promises you aren't able to keep or you're not willing to keep at this point now that you done had some type of awakening. Somebody dealing with some chaos, some conflict. Somebody dealing with that shit. Tell me more about this. And they could be obsessed with you the whole fucking time. Tell me more. The Hermit is here. Hey, you guys. Big Virgo energy. Wow. You getting your heart broke by this person and the way you responded to this heartbreak, this painful ending. This was the end of this relationship. Okay, this is what's sending somebody could be going through like some type of dark night. Somebody could be going through a ego death. Yo. And look, this is by the group player. This is by the group player. Thank you, Spirit. Come through. Thank you, Spirit. Come through. This is by the group player. Okay? Somebody, this heartbreaking shit is like, this is sending somebody through they're gaining some type of knowledge. Somebody is doing some type of reflecting or something like that, learning some type of lesson. There was something in everything about you. You can blame it all on me. Tell me about this Hermit energy out here. Somebody is learning something. What's this lesson or what's this wisdom that somebody is learning? Somebody's light bulb is finally fucking going off. Somebody is finally seeing the light, you guys. Somebody is finally seeing the light, y'all. Learning some shit that they needed to learn. And it could be because of something that you said. For somebody here, man, that's funny to me. For somebody here, this heartbreak and pain that somebody could know that they caused you could be breaking their heart also. That's all of this regret over here. I was wrong. Tell me more about this Hermit energy. Somebody could be going into isolation or something like that. Like I said a minute ago, somebody could definitely be finding themselves in a space where they could be trying to cut ties to other people that they could have been like fooling around with or something like that. And they could be getting some pushback because like, why the fuck? Okay, wait a minute. You said that you was going to be consistent with the D. You said anytime I was, trying to get it wet, you could, come over here and do this, that, and the third, or I can slide over there, drop it off real quick, and then go on about my business. What you mean you're not willing to do that no more? What you mean you're changing? What the hell you mean you want to be healthy? What? Like that type of thing. Somebody could definitely be like cutting folks off with this hermit energy out here. Somebody is going into isolation. They could not want to be bothered with this hermit energy out here. And this is intentional. Like I said, it's like one way or another, you're going to learn this lesson. Yeah. What you mean you standing on business? Fuck you mean? Nah, you was my best eater. Fuck you mean you not gonna be eating no more? You vegan. What the fuck? I don't know, y'all. I'm sorry. Tell me about this right here. You used to eat everything. What you mean you don't eat that shit no more? Fuck out of here. Crazy. Somebody having a hard time cutting these hoes off. They could definitely be arguing. Like, well, I ain't heard from you. Yeah. Whew. The 6, because they're trying to overcome some type of challenge. I'm easy. I'm good. I'm good. Somebody trying to overcome some challenges. They're trying to overcome this hurdle. Okay? They're learning some type of lesson. You know what? Also, because this is clarifying this, you know, making jokes, laughing through the pain. Somebody could, behind the scenes, be really going through a life-altering transformation. And they could be really going through some type of spiritual awakening. Leo energy could be significant. They could have a lot of people in their face or something like that. And people could not know exactly what this person is like going through, the shift that is happening within this person behind the scenes. People could not know this. This could be with this 6 of Wands here. This could be somebody that really got a lot of people surrounding them. They could be very like popular either in their community, within their friend groups, their career, you know, their social life as a whole. That could be this could be somebody that's really maybe in public having to fake the funk. All right. This could be somebody that really got to fake the funk because it's something about like a lot of people watching them, or they get a lot of attention. And this person could have been seeking this outside validation or some shit like that because of their childhood traumas or some shit. Like that could have been how they even got themselves in some type of position where maybe, you know, they're surrounded by large amounts of people or something like that. And that could be another reason why somebody's dealing with conflict and pushback when it comes to wanting to, like, okay, I want to pull back that offer. I don't want to invest in this no more. It's not fun no more. I don't want to fuck on you no more. I don't want to come over there no more. I don't want to hang with y'all no more. This is somebody that is going through, they're being taught a lesson and they're having to overcome some type of challenging, like there's some type of challenges. They need to be alone. They need to be alone. They could be doing this. They could be doing this. Tell me more about this. Somebody's trying to make some type of progress. Tell me more. They're seeking the truth. They're doing shadow work. They could be finally ready to overcome these childhood traumas. Tell me more. Damn. Okay. Thank y'all so much for all the gifts. We almost at 600K. I appreciate y'all. The Queen of Wands is in reverse. Oop. There's a karmic feminine here. Or somebody mad. This could be a whore too. Damn. Again, what you mean? What do you mean you not coming over here? What you mean you not finna give me no attention? What you mean? Queen of Wands in reverse. Pisces energy could be significant, but Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, feminine energy could be significant. Why is this feminine energy upset? Somebody pissing a lot of females off. Why is this feminine energy upset? Somebody on the midnight train to Georgia? Oh, Lord. Tell me about this Queen of Wands. Why is she in the reverse? Oh, thank y'all so much. Oh, because somebody don't want to kick it. Somebody don't want to kick it with the third party. I'm just saying, y'all. That's what's on, y'all. Somebody got a feminine energy that could be a little mentally unstable, okay? That could be in their ego. Hey. That could be like, you know, what the fuck you mean? Do you see how good I am? Do you see how good I look? You see, everybody want me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm choosing you. And you said you was choosing me. So what the fuck you mean you don't want to kick it no more? Somebody talking a lot of shit to somebody. 3 of Cups in reverse. Somebody don't want to celebrate with this feminine energy no more. This could have been somebody that they would party and bullshit with, that they could have got fucked up with a lot in some type of way. Could have been her and her friends. Him and his friends. I'm telling y'all, somebody was fucking with everybody. Cancer could be significant. This is somebody that refuses to heal. This is somebody that refuses to heal with the Star in reverse. They're extremely disconnected from like the divine. There's nothing of substance coming from this union. This is somebody that could be depleting this person's energy. Like they just siphon it. Sheesh. Somebody could definitely be like for the streets, like for sure. Somebody could be jealous. With this Queen of Wands reverse, somebody could very well be trying, like I'm telling you, they could be fighting with somebody because they're taking back an offer. Tell me about this Queen of Wands reverse. Why they mad? Because they don't want to hang. They being left by themselves. Somebody is isolating. Somebody is on D&D. Somebody ain't answering the calls. Somebody ain't texting, ain't reaching out as much. Somebody want to spend time by themselves or something like that. Because they're trying to overcome whatever the hell these challenges are that they dealing with. These struggles. Tell me more about this Queen of Wands reverse. Somebody is mad. Very selfish and self-centered. Somebody pissing a lot of females off. Like, that's funny to me. For somebody here, this could have been the third party. Because mind y'all, we found out why the Queen of Swords was in reverse. Why the Queen of Swords was so mad. The Queen of Swords was so mad because this person put the Queen of Swords in a love triangle. Broke the Queen of Swords heart. So that's why the Queen of Swords was going off and being bitchy and cold-hearted. Okay, this is a love triangle. This is a love triangle. Okay, so now somebody is learning some type of lesson. Somebody is learning some type of lesson now, trying to overcome some type of challenges. And a part of overcoming those challenges could be them cutting off the third party who could have ruined their fucking relationship, even though they allowed this person to ruin their relationship because they lacked self-discipline and they were toxic and karmic. But somebody, whoever the third party is, they could, you know, not be really okay with that. You know what I'm saying? They could not be okay with that. It's like, what the fuck you mean? You want to heal? Again, what do you mean you want to heal? Tell me more about this. What's this third party got going on? Somebody's extremely insecure. This could be somebody that leads with their body. That was right up your past person's alley. It's like, oh my God, you want to be slutted out? I'm looking for somebody to fucking slut out. What are the odds? Great. Okay. Tell me more about this. What's going on with this third party? Somebody wants this person to come back. I'm just saying, y'all. This third party wants your past person to come back. They don't want them to change with the Six of Swords in reverse. Damn. They want them to stay in some type of conflict or something like that. Some type of, you know, self-destructive behavior. Tell me more about this. They said they got unfinished business. Okay, what's this person? Aquarius could be significant. What's this person feel like they still need to do with Divine Collective past person? What they still want from Divine Collective's past person? What do they want? What does the third party want from Divine Collective's past person? What in the fuck? What does this third party want from Divine Collective's past person? They do not, this is a karmic third party that does not want your past person to change for the better. Somebody could have been doing some sex magic, some type of kitchen work or something like that. Keeping your person, your past person, in some type of, you know, toxic lifestyle, overindulging in substances or things like that, numbing themselves, very, very, you know, irresponsible, for the streets energy. This is somebody that feels like they want your past person to come back to this toxic, karmic, self-sabotaging energy where their demons or this entity that's been riding them for all of this time could regain and get control back over them. They don't want them to change for the better. Damn. This is somebody that don't want your past person to heal all of this emotional baggage, all of this shit that they've been needing to acknowledge over here. They don't want them to do that. They want to keep them trapped. Come through. The 8 of Wands is in reverse. The 8 of Wands is in reverse. Delays. They want to slow them down. They want to keep them stuck. That's what they want. They don't want this person to move on and heal. Okay. That's crazy. And this person over there is smiling through the motherfucking pain. All right, y'all. Tell them you'll be there. Somebody like, I'll be there for you. Come back and let me help you continue to ruin your fucking life. I want you to stay in like toxic, self-destructive behaviors. Allow your addictions to control you. Yeah, be a crash out. Be a whore with me. Let's keep being whores together. Fucking Knight of Cups in reverse. Wow, y'all. Somebody definitely wants somebody to come back. This is the 8 of Cups in reverse. Somebody like, just give me one more chance. Let's just try it one more time. But it's something about there's no purpose in doing that. And your past person could know that. And they could be really getting the fuck on from somebody, y'all. With the Chariot here. Big Cancer energy. Scorpio. Heavy emphasis on a Scorpio. Libra. Somebody is getting the fuck on, y'all. Somebody is getting the fuck on. Okay. All right. So, what's this person's... I don't even know if they gonna even take any type of action towards you. Yeah, this separation... This separation, they could know is permanent. This separation, they could know after how they betrayed you and how many times they betrayed you. They could know there is no reconciliation here. This is a permanent breakup. You'll never find another love like mine. Somebody could be feeling weak. Somebody could be feeling weak. You will never find as long as you live. Damn, y'all. This ending was permanent. It's something about not even being able to talk to this person. This person could not be able to get through to you. It could be on some shit where it's like, there's nothing that this person could say to you. That's crazy, y'all. Somebody could know ain't nothing that they could say to get you back after what they did to you. What else do my collective need to know about this person's next course of action towards them? Y'all. I don't even know. What is this person's next course of action towards my collective? If anything at all, Spirit. What else we need to know here? We're going to close it out. This private property over here. Somebody can definitely love you better, and that's exactly what you're going to get. Look, happiness. That's exactly what you're going to get. The sun is here. Everything going to be okay with you. You ain't got nothing to worry about. You did your part. You did what you were supposed to do. It was nothing else for you to do. Tell me about this person's next course of action towards my collective. Y'all, this is crazy to me. The Two of Wands in reverse. Somebody might not take any action towards you with this Two of Wands in reverse. They might think it's way too risky. Tell me more about this person's next course of action towards my collective. They don't have no plan. They don't have, like, it's like, what can I even say? What can I even do? Like, with the way this shit ended with y'all and how you gave it up, you know, this person could know. Yeah, you are onto something brand new. The Six of Pentacles in reverse. They breadcrumbed you. They strung you along. They used you for one reason or another. Didn't give you equal give and take. Didn't bring balance. Tell me more about this. What's this person's next course of action? Somebody knows they made a wrong decision. They know they went down the wrong path. Yeah, they stuck. They not coming towards you. For somebody here, this person is not going to come towards you. And you know what? I'm going to be honest with y'all. I feel like this is the first time we didn't had a reading like this, where this person is like stuck to the point where they could be like, no, I'm not going to even take the chance. I'm not even going to take the chance. I know I'm not going to make any progress with that Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Because normally we get a motherfucker that's like, I'm going in there, I'm going to try and spin their ass again. But this could be somebody that's like, I ain't going to even fuck with it. Heavy emphasis on Aries. Taurus could be significant. This could be somebody that's like, you know what, I gotta work on this. I gotta get in alignment with myself. I gotta work on, I fucked up. This is somebody that's going through a life lesson right now. On my own, Patti LaBelle. Somebody could know, like, and maybe, I don't know, somebody could just be definitely going through a dark night, y'all. Some type of rebirth. Maybe trying to create some type, I'm sorry, y'all, I cannot. Like, somebody could really be having to make some drastic life changes in order for them to create some type of new beginning for themselves. And maybe in the meantime, in between time, they could know that it's pointless to even try and come towards you. So they're not going to. Somebody know they on their own. Somebody on their own. They gotta go, they gotta save themselves. You're not gonna save them. Damn. This cycle is over with. Somebody gotta put an end to some toxic karmic cycle in their life. And until they do, for some of y'all, this is permanently over. They'll never get another chance with you. You know? Maybe for others of y'all, you might take them back later on down the line. I don't know what you're gonna do. Maybe there is some type of new spark of passion or some shit like that. Maybe if they come in with some type of like clear changed behavior. I don't know. That could be a possibility for somebody here. Somebody definitely moved really impulsively and they did too fucking much. You know, they could have been really ruthless with their moves and not gave a fuck. And they could be realizing that they done restricted themselves. They done got themselves caught up in some shit that only they can get themselves out of with that Eight of Swords there. It's not hard to get out. I mean, it's going to be hard. But they can do the work. They just have to do it for themselves with that Eight of Swords there. Get out of their fucking ego. Stop doing dumb shit and think before they move. And they'll be able to free themselves. Somebody is stuck in some type of miserable ass reality. Somebody is stuck in a miserable reality that they put themselves in because they were self-absorbed. They were never fucking satisfied. They refused to do the work. You know what I'm saying? Somebody is stuck. And they could have been playing like the victim. And I'm not gonna sit up here and say that they weren't a victim. They were a victim, but they also have the power to heal themselves and to take back their power from that situation. It's not easy. It's not easy at all, but it's something about this person didn't even do the fucking work to begin with. They refused to even attempt to do the fucking work with the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. You know what I'm saying? They refused to do what they needed to do to get control over their life, over their reality. You know what I'm saying? And this is what caused for them to lose a soulmate with the Lovers in reverse. This is what caused for them to lose a whole divine counterpart. This is done. This is done. The Three of Pentacles in reverse, they're going to have to do this on their own. They're going to have to do this work on their own. When you were there to help them, they could have stood on business with you. Like, no, I'm not changing. I don't need to fucking change. The Knight of Wands is in reverse. They could have been reckless. Heavy emphasis. What I write on here? A fuck boy. They love temporary lovers. They're in their ego. Very, very, promiscuous, for the street energy. You know what I'm saying? This could have been somebody that didn't want to hear shit that you had to say when you were trying to actually help them because you genuinely love them. Now, they have to do it all by themselves. They got to do it all by themselves. Waving that motherfucking wand around or jumping on any motherfucking wand that they could find. This is what just broke up their fucking happily ever after. Four of Wands is in reverse. Somebody's unhappy with the way it's turning out. They're not fulfilled. This is not what they envisioned. All of this instability. The people that they could have been surrounding themselves with that was enabling this behavior. This is a random playlist, y'all. Okay? It's like, this is not the type of support that I need. This is not what I need to. This ain't fun. This ain't love. Y'all don't care about me. I don't need to be over here. You know what I'm saying? This is somebody, I don't feel like this person going to come back towards you. And I actually want to leave it right there before we get into anything else and we find out some other shit. Okay? Somebody could feel like it's pointless. They're not going to make any progress. They're not going to make any progress taking action towards you. They'd be like, that'll be put me right on a dummy mission. So somebody got some work they got to do. And they're going to have to do it by themselves. So that's what I got for y'all. That's crazy. I'm finna get up off here. I hope you guys found something insightful within that message. You guys please take it responsibly. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If you would like to book a personal, the only way to do that is by hitting the Service Plus button while you got me on live, or you can hit the link in my bio, okay? I do not have any backup pages. They will be following you from fake pages. That is not me. I'm not affiliated with them or associated with them in any type of way. Thank y'all for 726K on the likes. I appreciate y'all so much for helping me reach my live goals with the likes and with the gifts and everything like that. I appreciate y'all so much. Thank y'all for spending this time with me. You could have been anywhere, and yet you decided to spend this time with me. So I'm forever grateful for that, you guys. I appreciate that. I appreciate all y'all comments. Thank y'all so much. Thank you to my moderators, Deanna. Thank you, Tasha. I appreciate y'all for helping me, keep the chat under control. And welcome into everybody that's new here. Welcome back to everybody that continues to tap in with me. I appreciate y'all so much. You guys, please be mindful. I will never reach out to you. I will never connect with you prior to you connecting with me first. And anytime that I connect with you, you will get a voice message from me, so that way you can hear my voice and you can know that you are speaking to me. Okay? Fake pages can't do that. They can't do that. So that's what I got for y'all. For those of you that's new here, if you would like to watch the replay or any other live that I've done, it is going to be on YouTube. We did one earlier today. Somebody ready to risk it all. We did one earlier today. That one is up, so you guys can watch it. And then once this one is downloaded, it'll probably be tomorrow, y'all. That I'll put the thumbnail in my story and let y'all know that it is available for replay. But you might as well go ahead and subscribe, because my subscribers are the ones that find out first when a replay is up or when I done went live over there. I do random pop-ups over there, like, you know, and I'm Head.Lioness Tarot over there. Okay. But the link for that is in the bio. Everything for me is in the bio. I love y'all so, so much. Thank y'all so much. Okay. So yeah, you guys, please tarot responsibly. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't make sense right now, just sit on it for a little while. It might make sense to you later. Okay. Okay. Y'all have a good night. Thank you, Leah. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. You're welcome. You're welcome. All right. Good night, you guys. I call my energy back to me, cleansed and purified. I send yours back to you the same. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.